Hello, my gorgeous Sagittarius. Welcome back to Fifi and Gigi's tarot readings. I hope all of you are feeling absolutely wonderful. And I really hope so far that the week has just been really good for all of you. Sagittarius, let's get straight into it, shall we? Let's jump straight in. Allow me clear the deck. All right, Sagittarius, for this week's topic, I do want to talk about a topic that is a bit heavy, but I was kind of guided to do it, and at the same time I was getting a lot of requests for this particular subject, as you saw in the cover art, the thumbnail. And Sagittarius, it is the person that broke your heart. Now, when I say that, it's just so we get a feel of what's happening, but you probably already knew this. No one can truly break your heart. It's the strongest muscle apparently in the body. You can't even break your own heart, Sagittarius, because the human heart is absolutely strong. But in that moment when someone betrays you or they leave you, it really feels in that moment, we feel it straight in the heart, and in that moment it really feels that it's completely shattered and there's no way we can pick up the pieces. But here you are, Sagittarius. So this reading is more for those that want clarity, closure, understanding, insight, or more importantly, confirmation of what you already knew to be true, or an inkling, or if you had maybe a bit of intuition as to why this person did it. And that's what I want to get to the bottom of. Why did they do this? What are they hiding, especially if you have no clarity or insight about why they did this and anything else? And of course, for those that are still hopeful about this person, maybe still want to repair this, I'm going to leave it up to your spirit team and my spirit team to work together. And let's see, because sometimes in rare occasions, it can show that this can be repaired, or Sagittarius, it can actually show that you actually dodged a bullet here. And having your heart broken is actually, worst case scenario. So let's get straight into it, please. 3 more, 2 more, last one for my beautiful, super independent Sagittarius. All right, bottom of the deck. Yeah, hasn't been easy for you, Sagittarius. Look at this. The image already speaks for itself, doesn't it? It's very self-explanatory. 9 of Swords, Gemini energy. Of course, the person you are dealing with can be any gender, any star sign. But if we had to kind of look back in retrospect, I feel like that's the night that this person broke your heart. A lot of crying, and I'm hearing also, I'm kind of feeling, I'm seeing it. If you cry too hard, some of you get really bad headaches as well. It's like pounding, probably didn't sleep that night. Weird, vivid dreams, nightmares. A lot of you have been blaming yourself here as well. It's like, oh, why did I do this? If only this, if only that, if only I wasn't that loud. Why did I keep my mouth quiet? See, this is a card of guilt seeks punishment. If only this, if only that, should have, would have, could have. But what's done is done and cannot be undone, right? I believe that's what Shakespeare said. I'm quoting that, but it's very true. I have to admit, I'm kind of hearing the collective watching this. Your spirit team is saying, you really know deep down inside this was not your fault. It's just a shock to the system here. Yeah, there was too many mysteries. We have the High Priestess, Pisces energy, she or he who already knows. Now, usually we've got the Torah there, either the book or the scroll is completely closed or it's open. This one is about to be opened here. So maybe some of you found out some secrets, some mysteries. They may even have confessed something to you, found out, or you heard it through the grapevine. And of course, it's a shock to the system. It's a shock to the heart. As people call it now, an emotional heart attack, right? And I think some of you are still in the dark about why your person did this. I think a lot of you still don't have answers. Yeah, we have the 6 of Pentacles, Taurus energy. I would usually say there was equal give and take, right? But with these cards together, yeah, I feel like there wasn't. There was a huge imbalance. You found your own balance here on your own, though. And, 6 of Pentacles can indicate for some of you that there may have been issues with spousal support, child support, or money, assets being divided. Perhaps some of you are going through or went through a separation or divorce. If that is your case, so Sagittarius, that's going to come out very favorable here for you, because this is all about equal give and take and fairness. See, this is excellent. You've got the 9 of Pentacles. This is when we're feeling lonely. We're like, this is it. I can't see the light at the end of the tunnel, but look at that. You've come through on the other side. Look at the stark difference between these two 9s. So You may be alone now, but you are not lonely. You're focusing on other areas of your life, your finances, your career, your studies, your stability, your foundation, your future here. This is like boss energy. And I have to say this to you, Sagittarius, the fact that we got the Nine of Cups made an appearance as the overall energy, the umbrella, you're on the right path. That's the minor arcana here of the Empress. Yeah, I like how you're focusing on yourself. You're not jumping into one relationship or another. I'm hearing some of you are preparing to travel. I'm hearing that's going to be an adventure. It's going to go very good. Do not worry about it. You've got a good head on your shoulders though. Four of Swords, Libra energy, rest, recuperation, recovery here. We're healing, we're gathering our thoughts, we're planning. Fours are all about planning here as well. We're recovering from this. Jesus, Sagittarius, you went through a lot. Gemini energy, that's when we hit rock bottom. It's about loss, endings, separation, divorce, feeling cheated. Some of you were probably even cheated on. Feeling betrayed. Each single sword there metaphorically represents all the times that your person betrayed you. They backstabbed you. And then what happens? They did a runner. You don't do that to a Sagittarius, because then, I don't know how this happens. I know I've known a lot of Sagittarius in my life. And if someone kind of does you wrong, they find out the hard way later, because there's no stopping you. Yes, we feel like we've hit rock bottom. The sun is actually coming up here for you as well, and there's no place to go but up. Let's talk about the current situation between you and this person. Oh boy. Okay, I wasn't expecting this. The Knight of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Out of all the nights, this is the most romantic night. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I don't know why I had to say that again, but okay, we know that nights are about messages, changes, transitions, offers here. I'm actually really hesitant to say this. Please don't shoot the messenger. But I can see here that you're doing very well on your own. And now I feel like your person that did this, it doesn't matter how long ago it was, they're feeling it. They're feeling your absence. Do not be surprised, Sagittarius, if you do hear an apology, a message. I'm actually seeing the word hey, or yeah, or what's up, something like that. I hear that's not going to impress you at all. They're coming with a white flag. I feel like they want to get back with you. But in saying that though, Sagittarius, how do you feel about this person? Wow, okay. Well, listen, we have the star, Aquarius energy, and we've got the North Star there. It is linked to hope, faith, renewal, wishes. It's a card of miracles because the North Star is there, is the brightest out of all of them. Very strong Aquarius energy. It is a card of destiny, and you're both leaning in toward each other here. I can see that. For some of you, you know, maybe you would like to heal this, but healing means many different things. You know, of course, some of you would like to reunite with this person, work things out. This could be for closure, accepting their apology and saying, well, I don't want to actually be with you, but thank you. I do see both of you coming in together. Let's talk about your person though, because what they did was pretty tough. I'm actually hearing it's pretty brutal and the wounds run pretty deep here. Six of Swords. It's Aquarius energy again. Your person actually does want to move forward with you though, but see the choppy waters? Yeah, they want to move forward into the lake of tranquility. They have learnt a lot. For some of you, this person may be overseas or interstate. They do want to move forward, but they do want to move forward with you though, because you're both leaning in toward each other, but this person's moving on though. What's happening with your person behind the scenes? Wow, you saw that, yeah? They may do a backflip. That's, you know, when the cards start moving on their own, they may do a backflip here. So if they have disappeared, they may do a backflip and return. Yeah, we've got the Hermit, the wise sage, Virgo energy. So this backflip is your person has been thinking very long and hard, very, very concentrated thoughts about you. I mean, as the wise sage, look at this. The Hermit is actually looking to the past, right? They're casting light back into that situation. They've learned some big spiritual lessons. In other words, you probably don't know this, but that's the beauty of tarot because it hides nothing. When no one is watching, what does your person do? Metaphorically, they take a very good hard look in the mirror of what they have done. They know it was unfair, it was unruly. And the one person that had their back, which was you, well, it's like they traded in, you know, gold and platinum for a rock. That does not make sense, right? That's why they're thinking very long, hard about this. They're doing a lot of inward searching. Why did I do this? How can I fix this? The beating heart of your reading, please, is the Three of Wands. Aries energy. So I just heard a message for half of you that you are waiting for this person to return. You're waiting for a sign, an inkling, anything that indicates that they still care about you. I'm here to tell you that they do. Absolutely. Have they learned their lesson? Yes. Are they changing? Yes, they are. Because if I see the Hermit or the Death card, or if I see Judgment, for me as a reader, that's a very good sign. So that's what they're doing behind the scenes. But yeah, I have to tell you, they will be reaching out. If you do not want this person to reach out, then you know what? Block. Because they're coming in, I have to say, yes, they're coming in with good intentions. They're just waiting for the right time. It's like they're watching you here from afar. It's like, man, you know, Sagittarius, they're doing it really good. You're on the right path here, Sagittarius. I can see you're keeping your thoughts elevated here. You're doing really well. Your person's just a lone introvert thinking about you, though. And it's almost like at one point they were waiting for you to reach out, and it's like, well, that's stupid. I'm the one that broke, you know, Sagittarius's heart here. I feel like they've tried very hard to move on, but it hasn't worked. What do they want? We know what they're doing behind the scenes, but ultimately, what do they want from you upon their return? Let's get to it. Wow. The Nine of Cups, Pisces energy. This is the minor arcana of the star. So they're wishing harder, they're praying harder, they're manifesting harder, they're planning harder. They're wishing a lot. Like literally, this is like the wish card. Okay. Let's see. Let's talk about your person's fears, but also their hope and wishes when it comes to you. They want to talk to you. All right, the Queen of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. This person indeed, with between the both of you, or even on their end, let's talk about their history. They could be separated, widowed, they could be divorced here as well. I feel that there's something with your person that they're very bitter. They could be just angry at life and they blame it on their past circumstances, but then it kind of bled, you could say, into this relationship. What I like though is that the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, equally and rightfully so, we can see the Queen, regardless of genders, looking to the future. The sword is pointing up. We've got open, honest communication. I feel here that they're actually prepared, more than prepared, to step up in a very calm manner now, very cordial, and actually talk to you about why they acted so immature, because my spirit team is saying that something you can agree on is that they acted like a brat and now they're ready to step up and own this. Okay. It's where the Hermit comes in. I feel like their spirit team kind of grabbed them by the shoulders and saying, own up, fess up, and grow up. So let's talk about the near future for the both of you. Yeah, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You got the fastest moving night. There's like, out of all the nights, this is the fastest night. I mean, this one's stationary. They literally cannot get to you fast enough. Do not be surprised, Sagittarius, for the vast majority of you, if this happens in the next couple of weeks with these swords. They do represent weeks. Again, messages, changes, offers, transitions, all of communication here. I love that the sword is pointing up. Again, they want to talk to you. Both of you are leaning in again toward each other, which is something I preach about a lot, is that the illustration of the cards and placement of the cards are very important. Again, you're both leaning in, you're both leaning in. Okay. Let's talk about the outcome here, because I can see here that, you know, suddenly, yes, Sagittarius is my wish fulfillment. We're talking here, but what does it lead to though? Interesting. Sagittarius, we got the Ace of Wands, all that fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. We've got a passionate new start here. Okay. I think your person's more excited that you are talking to them, but you're not promising them anything. I can see that. I want to clarify these cards though. Yeah, my spirit team just told me, and I think it's almost with your spirit team, they know this, that you, they're saying that you know this, but they're saying just don't forget what they did to you though. But you know that already. I think it's like they're confirming you know that. You've got a good head on your shoulders. Yeah. They're saying don't forget the betrayal, the reason why you broke up. I'm seeing some key words. There's going to be a vast improvement here between the both of you in terms of communication though. 3 more, 2 more, last one. Okay, all right. So when I see images, words, yeah, I always want to describe what I see. I don't really want to interpret it, because that's where things can get lost though. Sometimes it doesn't even make sense, but it does later. There's the High Priestess again, Pisces energy. She or he, who knows? I think your person needs to do a lot of work on themselves. It's too many mysteries. Page of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. It's the student card. Yeah, your person has learnt some, you know, here and there small lessons though. There are messages and offers. They're small, nothing grand. I'm seeing that. But eventually they do want to see you face to face and fess up about everything here that they were not honest about. And of course, everything that they kept hidden. I actually heard that there may have been also secret love affair on their end. They want to, and they've learned, lesson learned, they shouldn't have done it. They're super nostalgic. Ooh, what's going on? All right, the Six of Cups, Scorpio energy. Yeah, they're super nostalgic. There may be children involved here for some of you. They do want reconciliation. They want to balance things. They've got the Six of Pentacles. See how we're getting kind of the same cards. We're getting the same energies, Taurus energy. They do want to balance things out. They want the family back together. They want the relationship together. Seven of Pentacles, more Taurus energy. They want to invest in this. And ultimately, they want a Ten of Cups now. Pisces energy, reconciliation, the happily ever after, the family or the blended family together. But the question is, are they asking for too much at the moment? Let's talk about the Knight of Cups, please. Yep. Ace of Wands. Again, so look at this. We start with the Ace. We have one of the luckiest cards in the deck, and we end with the Ace of Wands. Maybe there is, to a certain degree, you're curious about having a new start with this person. Because yes, I'm confirming that they have changed. Doesn't mean you have to take them back, but you are in control of this. Let's talk about you. Wow. I think some of you would want to welcome this person back. We do have Judgment. That is Scorpio energy. This is the return. It is bringing something back to life because it is your choice and your choice alone. No one is influencing you. It's the major card of resurrection. Yeah, it's asking for second chances. I can see here that you and your person have both changed for the better. Really changed. And I think it's going to be your decision here to very slowly and very, kind of inch your way back to this person. The Six of Swords for your person is clarified from the Moon. Pisces, Cancer energy. So yes, they do have some internal fears and anxieties, such as, will Sagittarius fully forgive me? Or will they do a backflip and say 2 or 3 months down the line, I don't want to be with you? There's a lot of intuitive cards here with the High Priestess twice, the Moon twice. I still feel that your person is keeping a bit of mysteries, secrets, or any white lies. They're not going to expose it just yet because I feel like they're a little bit worried here about how are you going to receive it. Are you going to get angry? For those that, if there's children between the both of you, I think it's like that terror here that you're going to say no, that you're going to say off with your head, and it's like no more. I feel like, yeah, there's just some stuff here that they really need to, confess. They need to fess up here. That may take a while. Eventually, I think they will get there though. Emotions for you are running very high. They are the Hermit behind the scenes, and my favorite card, the Sun. Leo energy, literally the happiest card. So there's been some massive illumination on their end. Absolutely. I feel like their spirit team has really taken over. It is the happiest card. We know it's about pure joy, bliss, and blessings. It's also the return here of physical health, but health on all levels here as well. Now, because it is the card of illumination, this is excellent. And I love it because the Sun is actually, after the Moon. Whatever your person was keeping a secret, a mystery, anything that, if you have more questions and answers, eventually, the wisdom here with the Hermit is going to say, just fess up. You owe Sagittarius that much. Excellent. The Sun is going to shine on everything. Nothing will be hidden. The Three of Wands is clarified by the Ten of Swords again. Yeah. Not a nice image to look at, isn't it? We're healing this. We're shining light on this ending. Something you can both agree on here is obviously how we hit rock bottom thanks to your person's actions. I feel for some of you, your person may have strayed and they were tempted here as well. And that was a massive betrayal here. What I love is that the Sun here is a major arcana. It's way more powerful than any court card as well. All right. And I think some of you are waiting for your person to fix this, to step up, almost like Emperor energy. And I think they will. The Nine of Cups. Wow. This is what your person wants. Okay. This is what they want with you. If I can actually grab it. The Nine of Cups with your person is clarified by the Nine of Cups. That is creepy. It's very rare when that happens, but when it does, I almost get like chills. This is what your person wants. The Nine of Cups clarified by the Nine of Cups. They really want to heal this. They're going to probably go above and beyond to show you that you are their wish fulfillment. I think they're prepared to do anything. I'm actually hearing, it's almost like they're prepared to beg, basically. Because they majorly screwed up here. I can see this. The Queen of Cups is clarified. What are they going to talk about is the Ace of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is the only ace that is solid, that is pretty much thoughtful. Expect a solid offer, a solid proposal here. Now we can build or slowly pick up the pieces and rebuild this connection, this relationship now on a firm foundation. This is an excellent line. This is everything that they're willing to change now. I think it's going to make you quite happy. But again, you've got that good head on your shoulders. You'll be analyzing everything here. The Knight of Swords, please, is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Wow. Some of you definitely were married to this person. Others of you were in a very committed relationship, or even talking about getting engaged and married. This is like the mother figure, very nurturing here as well. I keep hearing that they want their family back. Or at least if there is no children, they see you as like this complete package here as well. And it's like they're crossing their fingers. Can I appear like I've got a good head on my shoulders? I'm stable, I'm reliable, I've got my finances here together as well. I think they're going to show you with action. You know, the Pentacles are very slow moving energy, but they're very grounded, they're very solid, and they're very promising here as well. I think they may delight you here with a surprise. Now the Ace of Wands, interesting in the outcome, and that is clarified by you. Wow. Position of power, temperance, strictly ruled here by Sagittarius energy. You may even be dealing with a fellow Sag, maybe strong in their chart. You're going to take this very slow. You're dipping your feet in there. There's nothing impulsive about you here. And we're pouring 1 cup of emotions equally from 1 cup to another. It's a complete opposite of the Devil here. I think you're going to put the brakes on this and say, we're going to do this literally like a snail trail. Like, sorry, I said, like when I say snail, I don't mean that. Like slow. I can't believe I said that. You know what I mean. It's like we're taking it one day at a time. This is all about, honestly, it's about, I have to admit it, it's like we're injecting peace, balance, and harmony into this relationship. It is sorely needed here. And I feel that it's going to work out. It's equal give and take. It's all about, it's about healing. It's about being patient with each other, especially your person being patient. And by taking it slow, no need to rush. It leads obviously to that very exciting and passionate Ace of Wands. All right, let me split the deck. Yep, there's that Queen of Swords again. Behind the Queen of Swords is the Two of Pentacles. They're figuring out what to say. And in front is you. They're looking straight at you. Nine of Wands is Sagittarius energy. See how you're both looking at each other. It's like, just let me talk. And you're like, all right, I'll let you talk. I'm not promising you anything. I am a bit on guard, but I am the wounded warrior, and the wounded warrior never gives up. So it's going to be a very interesting time here of talking, of clearing the air. They are going to fess up to everything, and very slowly. It's like they're showing me a wave that things actually start to heal and they work out though. Okay. This is wonderful. I think you're going to lay some ground rules. Sagittarius, thank you for joining me. Don't forget to check out Gigi's reading. It is live in your playlist. She's doing your general reading for other areas of your life for the next week. And I thank you for joining me. Always remember, power to you. You are always in control, Sagittarius. Bye.